So 2 frames to go, and Ken certainly needs one of those, if not both of them. What he can't do is lose the next 2, and he's been out of the game, kept out a bit for a little while by Neil's good play. But one of the assets a good safety play has got is the ability to score some points even after being kept off the table for long periods of time. No point having a long safety bout and then missing the pot when it comes along. Ken's not one of them. It's a matter if he will get a chance, because as Willie was saying earlier on, Neil, when he gets into that sort of rhythm, he just knocks them in all the time from all over the place. Wherever you put him, he's going to knock a ball in, and that certainly puts pressure on his opponent.
This is another one of his specials he's taking on here, and he can go around the back of the pack, which he has done, but he's got a kiss. And he won't be potting any colour from there. And in fairness, the safety shot is very tough. The only safety shot for me you can play here is 2 cushions roll up behind the yellow and risk playing the snooker. I'm okay because the black's on, but I can't see him getting back into balk with the black, and that's what he'd have to do to make it safe. But the black is his choice, I think. He's coming around to have a look, but the 2 cushions in behind, you know, if he doesn't get the snooker, he's leaving Ken at distance. But of course it will be a miss because he can see a ball on, which is the black. Well, he's found a safety shot from somewhere.
He's playing a deep screw.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Robertson won.
Not a good length though. He's like half an inch off the bar cushion.
Well, how many players would have thought of that? To players, I know, okay, he's a little bit fortunate he's caught the red very, very thin, but look at the pace of the cue ball.
It was a great screw back. Ken's gone off the boil a bit. He's played 3 safety shots there that weren't his usual high standard. He's suffering a bit there. That was always going to be a difficult one he played there. He had to play thinner than that and avoid the red, but the one before he didn't hit the strike well. Oh. Hit that a bit too hard for me, and then the cue ball just sort of, well, imparted some top spin onto the cushion. You'll see it died a little bit and then came off wide. If you'd gone into the pink and green, I think it would definitely been on something. So just a safety shot.
Robertson won.
whichever safety shot Ken's going to decide to play here. He's just going to have to play a negative safety shot. I don't think he can get back in the balk. Well, crafty Ken found a way back in the balk. And once again, very unfortunate. If he doesn't kiss the brown, he's got an excellent safety shot. He knows his head dropped there when he kissed the brown, because he knows that Neil, probably the greatest long potter in the game at the moment, if he takes one on, he's likely to knock it in. Just pots in with unbelievable regularity. It's just incredible how many those kind of balls he knocks in. And once again, didn't touch the sides. Right into the heart of the pocket. He's certainly a contender this year, Neil. He really is one of the favourites to win this tournament. Mind you, he's pushing the boat out a little bit here. But once again, straight into the middle of the pocket.
He can't be great to play against, can he? He's like, he puts so much pressure on your safety, because if you don't get the balk cushion, he's going to knock something in, or you feel he's going to anyway when he's got his opponent. It's
9.
so tough. And like you said, well, he doesn't just pot them. He always seems to pot them in the centre of the pocket, and there's that thud when the object hits the back of the leather of the pocket. It rattles you in your chair, doesn't it, a bit? It was well played. It's an awkward little shot that was. If you want to hit it, you're snookering yourself on the other red, and if you overhit it, of course, you're going into the pack there. So you can see his step is picking up as he goes round the table, trying to pick his pace up, his rhythm. Make sure his opponent notices that he's looking very confident, as if his opponent doesn't know in the first place.
$20. 21. 28. 29.
Well, he needed the cue ball to run through about an inch or so, but the way he's potting, it doesn't matter if he leaves himself a mid-distance red.
And when you consider the first 3 frames,
34.
OK, led 2-1, but he'd made a break of, I think it was 22 and a break of 38. And since then, he's just up to gear. It's incredible how much he's improved. OK, the break of 38, I mentioned a couple of times already, was an excellent break because it was 6 reds. But it's tough to talk about excellent breaks today, isn't it, with having seen what Hendry
42.
did. But he's really
43.
hitting the ball as good as you could possibly hit it. It's just brought another red into play,
50.
playing that little cannon. There's the shot that brings that red just below the pink into play as well, which is the one he's playing.
51.
He's starting to look very, very good. Just a couple of colours away from taking a 4-frame lead.
He's looking at the more difficult green to get a position on the reds because it's awkward with the blue. Oh, where did he hit that? Look perfect. It's great to watch. I love players to strike the ball like Neil. I mean, it's like what all
55.
snooker players dream about.
Yeah, but when you see these club manufacturers manufacturing golf clubs and they have a robot playing the shots, and obviously you can hit them the same all the time. He seems to he plays like a robot, doesn't he? He seems to hit the ball the same every time.
He does hit the ball a little harder than most of the top players, but that's not a weakness in any way. I'm not saying that because of that,
62.
but he's so accurate, it doesn't matter. No matter how long you pull your cue action is, how long you pull the cue back. If you can keep it straight all the way through the ball, it doesn't make any difference. They're going to go in anyway with his cue action. He's dead straight.
70. 71.
Very clever little shot, that one. Bringing the red into play. Could we have back-to-back centres?
$78. $79.
Good shot. Had to play it dead weight to hold for the black. Bit of check side just to hold for this red. It's all going on in this break.
86. $87.
Now then, one good positional shot and we should be having back-to-back centuries. Break time just coming up to 7.5 minutes. It's played very quickly.
94. $96. $99.
Back-to-back centuries it is.
$108.
Pink into the corner, back for the black. No, he's playing a fancy shot into the centre. Well, there you are.
$108 on the
He's
frame.
missed the pin, but it doesn't matter. This is tremendous snooker to watch.